Hey friends, come along with me today as I prepare and host 2 holiday dinners in 1 week. I'll be sharing the menu plan for each, some new recipes that were hits and not so much. And I'll be sharing some hiccups that happened along the way. Seriously, Kimmy?
I didn't spill a little, I spilled a lot.
Jeez Louise.
Many things didn't go as planned, like realizing I never took the ham out of the freezer the day before the party, so I placed an Instacart order for first thing in the morning on Thanksgiving Day. As I was making the order, I realized that I never bought the shrimp platter for the appetizer table. I know few of the men in the family that would have been disappointed if there was none. Would they have survived? Yes, but it's tradition. Maybe the prep wasn't perfect. Yeah, but we had plenty of food, laughs, and fun, messy moments that made it also worth it.
Grab the vacuum and hose it up.
So friends, join me in my kitchen today. Aprons on, let's go. I'm gonna start setting the table for tomorrow. I just wanna make sure that I have everything for the table. I picked these napkins and napkin rings up at Hobby Lobby this year. So cute. And the plates and chargers are also from Hobby Lobby. I am short some wine glasses. I think in the years past when we were at the apartment at Derek's parents' house, I just borrowed theirs, so that's okay. Derek said he would run to the Dollar Tree for me and grab a few more.
She's very thirsty. Oh, very thirsty. Oh, you good? Were you so thirsty? Yeah, you were. You were so thirsty.
Top in my planner and I'll show you where I'm at in the planning process and what I'm going to be doing moving forward with today and tomorrow. I'm just going over making sure that I have everything on here. Now right here I have vegetables and sides. I am thinking of changing these in the planners, you guys. Instead of it being vegetables, just have sides here and it just kind of like continue. So I'm thinking of taking vegetables out. I would love to know what your guys' thoughts. So for the appetizers, I'm doing the charcuterie board and I'm gonna make it super fun. Denise is bringing a pecan pie dip. Oh, I am doing a shrimp dip. And of course the main star is the turkey. For side dishes, Nicole's doing the cream corn. Beth is making her yummy Brussels sprouts. I look forward to those every year. I am gonna be putting a dressing in the bird. And I have stars next to the ones I'm doing. We're gonna do the mashed potatoes. Beth is also making like a wild mushroom stuffing. I can't wait to try that. I don't know if it's a dessert or more of a side dish, but mini sweet potato pies is what I would like to try to make. I found a recipe. It looks delicious. Denise is bringing her strawberry pretzel salad. I am going to make a green bean casserole. I know with Brussels sprouts, you either love them or you hate them, so I'll do green bean casserole. Of course, Ma's rolls. I'm gonna make the make-ahead gravy. I am gonna make a new cranberry sauce recipe I wanna try. And then for desserts, Beth is bringing pecan pie. I might make an apple pie or I might save it for Thanksgiving. I do have a lot of apples. I did just buy a lemon meringue pie and I love lemon meringue. I wanna try this recipe of a pumpkin cheese swirl pie. It looks really good. For drinks, we have all that soda that we bought that was on sale. And then Beth said she'd bring some Martinelli's, her cider that she pressed. I was actually there when they pressed it. I'm gonna share that with you on another video. I am gonna be making a cranberry mold. More on what the heck that is in just a minute. All right, here is my grocery list. This is the day before Friendsgiving. I got all of this already, so these could be all marked off. Here is the cooking schedule. These are the assignments, who has what I'm gonna be doing the day of, the day before here. And here's something that I have that I'm very bad at sticking to on the days that I'm filming. When I film, things can take a whole lot longer. From 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. the day before and the day of. When I'm not filming, I can pretty much hit this. Sometimes I'm usually in like an hour behind, but I notice a lot of people are usually an hour behind or 30 minutes. You can map this out, like when you wanna put something in the oven, you know, take something out of the freezer, something out of the fridge, things like that. So that is handy. So I'm gonna start on the cranberry sauce. I have 2 packages of frozen cranberries. So I'm gonna use one of the packages to start this cranberry sauce. To your saucepan, add your cranberries. And I'm just giving these a looks over. I need like a real zester. I just kind of use this little grater. But what I'm gonna do is zest my orange and then we're gonna juice it. I did find a strawberry cranberry recipe years ago. I love it, but I wanna try a new cranberry sauce and see how it goes. I'm gonna start juicing my orange. Then we're gonna take our orange juice and pour it on top. Then we're gonna add a cup of sugar, a half a cup of water, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I'm gonna bring this to a boil on like medium-high heat. Something that is optional is throw in a cinnamon stick. Okay, we're gonna let this boil. Things are gonna start popping. They're popping. Can you hear them? Okay, I cut the heat. The consistency is really nice. Oh my gosh, I tasted it and it tastes so good. So now that I cut the heat, I'm gonna add in that orange zest. I did about half of it and then I'm gonna taste it just in case if it's just too overpowering. Okay, let me taste this, see how I like it with the zest.
Oh my gosh.
I think that's good. I don't think I'm gonna add any more of that zest. Oh my word, this is delicious. I guess I can take the cinnamon stick out. Ooh, hot. You guys, this is delicious. I don't know which one I like better, the strawberry cranberry one or this one. They're both super good. All right, I'm gonna let this cool. Ooh, this has been thickening as it's been cooling off in the pot. All right, we're gonna get this in the jar. If you are intimidated on making cranberry sauce, try not to be. I can't believe how easy this is. Like, seriously. If you love the canned kind from the store, go for it. I love the canned cranberry sauce. I will say that Trader Joe's has a really yummy cranberry sauce and Costco. They're both really good. I might lean a little more, I think it was towards Trader Joe's. But seriously, this did not take long at all, you guys. Delicious. And I guess this can stay in your fridge for like a month. That cinnamon stick in here, oh yeah, definitely add that in. It's just gonna keep getting better in the fridge. Oh yes, yum. I just broke the handle off this pan. Hopefully, like later Derek can like glue it. I like banged it, taking it out of the cabinet. Well, I have a roasting pan, but I am missing the middle, like the metal portion of it. So these are the metal things that go in my Instapots. So I just put them down in this roasting pan. So I have my 2 big wings and I'm now going to quarter and slice an onion and get those on top. Okay, we're gonna get this in a 400-degree oven. We're gonna roast this for 1 hour and 15 minutes until the wings have browned. Ooh, time is up and they look good and brown. Let's get them out. It smells so good. Need to move these to a large pot. I just need to prepare some carrots for the turkey gravy. I need 3/4 a cup of chopped carrots. My onions are in there already. I'm gonna add my carrots. We're gonna get our turkey wings in here. To our roasting pan, we're gonna add a cup of chicken stock and we're going to scrape up all those yummy bits down at the bottom. It smells so good. The darker bits of onion I'm gonna take out. All right. I think I got all the bits. Now we're gonna pour that into our pot with the wings. Also to the pot, we're gonna add 1/2 teaspoon of dried thyme. And we're gonna add 6 cups of chicken stock in. We're gonna bring this to a boil. Okay, I broke down the wings more to have them settle into the broth. After it boils, we'll reduce the heat and have it simmer for another 1 hour and 30 minutes. It's gonna be so good, I can't wait. My turkey has been thawing for days. It started out in the fridge on Saturday, and today's Friday. It just, for days, just slowly started thawing out. But it was still really frozen, and starting Wednesday, I started bathing it for a couple of hours and then put it in this big bowl and stuck it in the fridge out in the garage. And so now I'm getting it back in. It feels good, but Derek and I thought before with our turkeys that they weren't frozen in the middle, and they were. So this is gonna have a cold water bath for probably until I go to bed. I'll be changing out the water probably 2 times before I go to bed. And it is 4:30 right now. So you're just gonna soak and do your thing. Start thawing out. And that's simmering away real good. Oh, it smells amazing. I am thawing out 2 bricks of cream cheese, 1 for the shrimp dip and 1 for the pumpkin swirl pie. This is my dinner tonight. I'm having leftover macaroni salad. I was craving it. Yum. Wow. The lighting is making me look really dark under the eyes. I gotta pull out my filming lights now. The sun sets so early now that I chase the sunlight when filming, especially when cooking, because I need to have pretty much everything that I want to film food-wise done by 3:30 because the sun is like going down and it's hard. Do you guys, when you get super busy, like don't make time for eating? That's my problem. I'm like a little weak. Okay, I'm gonna strain the broth out now. I'm removing the wings, putting them on this plate, and we'll use it in other recipes. Definitely not going to waste that. Look at that turkey, yum. I'm gonna carefully, without scalding myself, drain this in this pot. Hot! Oh, look at all that gravy, soon to be gravy. We're going to let this sit here and I'm gonna cool it down, and then I'm gonna stick it in the refrigerator. Tomorrow when we go to make the gravy, I can remove that layer of fat off super easy. And before we have dinner, we will finish off the gravy, heat it up, thicken it up. I can't wait. Paige and I are eating the carrots that are left because they are delicious. All right, many hours have passed by. It is now 8:35. Haven't done any cooking since you last saw me. You know that book, When You Give a Mouse a Cookie? That was tonight. I had to finish putting all the hauls from the last video you saw for the food storage room onto the shelf because we gutted out the food storage room because Derek bought a new shelf for it. And our family room had everything else that was in the food storage room taken out and put in the family room. We couldn't put things back in until I put the food that I brought in away. So Derek and I reorganize things and shuffle things, and
The room that turned into Monica's closet.
oi. So now I really want to go to bed and say screw it and leave it for tomorrow, but no, I already have my cream cheese at room temperature. So right now I'm gonna focus on the pumpkin swirl pie and shrimp dip, because if I say screw it, I'm gonna wake up tomorrow angry at myself. So tired. We don't remember if we fed the dogs dinner tonight. Oh, she said she fed the dogs. Shaylee,
There we go.
did you happen to feed the dogs dinner? Yes, sir. Sir? Call me sir. All right, my hands are washed. Let's make some shrimp dip. Or Chestershire. Just kidding. Worcestershire. No, that's balsamic. Oh, that would have been horrible. Oh, that would have been disgusting. Could you imagine? Worcester, oh my gosh, I'm so tired I can't say it. Worcestershire sauce. Mayonnaise. Celery. Oh, ingredient. I need garlic salt. Dishwasher could be emptied.
Beans! Need the dishwasher empty.
Paige, you can't be here. You're gonna kill me. He's gonna take me out one day.
Need something.
I know. Here. Oh. We found out. Sorry.
You're filming, so we're getting burgers. What would you like?
Frosty and a fry.
Oh my.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
We're not starting that.
You're a naughty man, Mr. Toodles. Love you. Lock me in. It is done. It tastes good. I'm not going to season it anymore because it's going to marry and it could be too salty in the morning. But tomorrow it's going to be even better. And then we'll put it in our serving bowl. That's the shrimp dip. Recipe is below. Now let's finally start on the pumpkin cheese swirl pie. I preheated my oven with a baking sheet. That's what the directions say. So now I'm going to take 3 ounces of the cream cheese, and on medium speed, I'm gonna beat the cream cheese until it's light and fluffy. The recipe is a little confusing because it says 1 package, but then in parentheses, 3 ounces of cream cheese. Then why don't you just say 3 ounces of cream cheese and not a package? I wouldn't have taken the whole thing out. Oh well. And then it says, gradually beat in the vanilla and 1/4 cup of corn syrup until it's smooth. Okay. Oh, no wonder why it said in a small bowl. Okay, in my bowl, I'm gonna add a cup of pumpkin puree from the can. We're gonna need 2 eggs. We'll need a 1/2 cup of evaporated milk. And then a 1/4 cup of Karo syrup. Oh, it calls for sugar too? Dang. A 1/4 cup of sugar. And then we'll need 2 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice. And then a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And then we're gonna combine this together. We just had to do that till it was smooth. The recipe says that if I'm using frozen pie shell to roll it out like while it's still very cold and get it in, time to pour this in our pie shell. Drop tablespoons of cream cheese mixture into pumpkin filling with a knife or small spatula. Swirl mixture to give the marble effect. Okay. Oh, I don't know how to do a swirly effect. You just swirl it, right? This is not swirling very well. It's almost like I'm mixing it in. I can't get the swirl. That's as good as it's gonna get, guys. Then I'll just be mixing it in. All right, it's not so swirly, but it's gonna have to do. This is gonna go in the oven and bake for 50 to 60 minutes or until the knife inserted halfway between the edges and the center comes out clean and cool completely on a wide rack. It's not swirly, but oh well. Let's bake it. That looks good. Smells good. Okay, I have started on the dishes. Shaylee filled the dishwasher, and now I'm just washing by hand some of the stuff. Sprayed out and cleaned the sink from the turkey. That's back in the fridge in the garage. And then all I have to just do is get this dishwasher started, and I'm going to bed. It's already like almost 11:30. We took a little break to watch the newest episode of Outlander. Do you guys watch Outlander? Yeah, we do. So we sat down and watched Outlander as the pie was baking, and I was like, oh no, I'm tanking. I should not have sat down. I am tanking. Derek is working on a secret project for tomorrow for the grazing board, and I'll share that with you in a minute. Good morning, friends. You're gonna have to deal with me looking like I got punched in the eyes. I'm trying to figure out the lighting with my light. It's obviously the daytime, but
And us walking around everywhere.
it's a cloudy day. I don't have time to mess with the lights. So good morning. I'm starting on the rolls. Mr. Toodles is feeding the doggies. He was a gem. He ran to the Dollar Tree last night and picked me up some more glasses. They're not like the ones I already had because they didn't have them, but
Close. They're
They're
the same
close.
style.
They're
Just
little-
they're in between the 2 sizes you had.
yeah. So, but they worked out. He did great. I have the glasses. All right, I'm gonna start on Ma's rolls because last night I was done. I was done. Oh, it's 1/2 cup water? Oh my gosh. I'm fine. All right, 1/2 cup of water, and I'm making a freaking mess. Jeez. A teaspoon of sugar. Give that a mix. And then I'm watching the video. Can you hear the music? All right, and then we mix this, and this is gonna grow and let it rise for a few minutes. Okie dokie, that's gonna rise and do its thing. All right, I need to fix my recipe online because watching the video, doing the rolls with my mom, I think I missed a step with the shortening. I didn't put in the directions to boil a cup of water and melt your shortening in that. So I need to go online and fix that. All right, I'm just gonna turn that off and let the rest of the shortening melt. 4 eggs. 4 eggs, people. Okay, still gotta wait on this before I continue this. So that's where I'm at. Fill up my salt shaker. Maybe I'll let it rise in the microwave, just set it in there to keep it warm. Hurry, Basting, I need you to empty the dishwasher. All right, while that's going, I need 7.5 cups of flour. Okay, we're gonna add in our yeast mixture and then our shortening and water. All right, now I'm gonna add the flour. All right, I'm gonna spray down a bowl, and now we're going to put the dough in this bowl, and it could be put in the fridge for up to 2 hours or overnight, and it's gonna get nice and cold. I am so tempted to skip that step just to see, because like, what if it's like one of those things where people did, like, someone did this because they liked just to make their dough overnight and they stuck it in the fridge. But there's gotta be a reason if it says 2 hours before or overnight, right? But then you have them rise, so then they're thawing out. Oh, I know why. Duh, Kimmy, because it's easier to form into a ball, which can be taught. Page out. In a lot of my videos, I edit out me saying page out, page move, page go. She's always at my feet. She's going to seriously kill me one day. Like last night, I took a step back and I felt this bump and she was laying right behind me. She's gonna kill me. Is that your goal? When my anxiety is high, she gets anxious and she feels my anxiety. I don't know, maybe a year and a half ago, started eating metal like off my clothes or my bags, like eating the buttons and zippers. It's like when I'm anxious, she's anxious. Have any of you experienced that with your dogs? All right, now I need to get a wet cheesecloth and put it over the bowl. Basting, come empty the dishwasher. All right, now I'm gonna put this in the fridge for 2 hours. Because it's Friendsgiving and we love to like mess around with each other, I am making this interesting cranberry mold. I couldn't tell you if it's an appetizer, I couldn't tell you if it's a side dish, I couldn't tell you if it's a spread. I don't know what the H it is. But when I saw the Instagram reel of it, I was like, oh yes, we're making this for Friendsgiving. You're gonna die when you see this. All right, I need to go downstairs and get some applesauce cranberry sauce. This is gonna be good.
It isn't too early to be thinking about something spectacular for holiday eating, and cranberry crimson mold could be it. And the lively, teasing taste of Miracle Whip is perfect for it. We started by dissolving 2 packages of strawberry-flavored gelatin in a 1.5 cups of boiling water. And now we're adding the gelatin gradually to a cup of Miracle Whip salad dressing.
Oh, this smells horrible.
That's where the creamy look and the teasing flavor come from. After the mixture has chilled till it's slightly thickened, fold in a 10-ounce package of cranberry relish and a 1.5 cups of applesauce. It's a marvelous combination of flavors. Just before serving, unmold it, then we're going to top it off with more Miracle Whip and watercress. It's colorful, good, and you can make it ahead of time.
Yeah, oh girl. Mr. Toodles is working on the turkey. We didn't brine it this year, so I need to get the dressing ready for
not
it.
for Friendsgiving.
Yeah, he just, I don't know, we just didn't.
Are we putting the dressing in this bird?
Yes.
All right.
So I gotta get the dressing
Get it ready.
ready.
We gotta get this on the smoker.
My friend Beth is bringing like a mushroom stuffing. I'm really excited to try it, but we're gonna stuff the bird with Trader Joe's cornbread stuffing mix. Never stuffed a bird with this one. I'm not trying to take away from her stuffing, but I love the taste of stuffing in a bird dressing, whatever you want to call it. I just love that taste. So I want to experiment with the cornbread stuffing in a bird, and if I like it, maybe that is what we'll end up doing for Thanksgiving Day. Have you had the Trader Joe's cornbread stuffing? Their gluten-free stuffing, way good. In fact, the family really likes that one, and Jonah really likes that one too. It doesn't taste like gluten-free, you know? It's good. You know what's super sad about this Friendsgiving? Heather won't be here. She moved back east.
How dare she?
Her and Gary. What the crap. No, we're excited for them. They've got big plans. Just seriously?
Hello.
Derek's basting the turkey with mayo and this rub.
It's a new rub. It's got a tiny little bit of spice to it, a little sweet.
Pitmaster's Jailbird Chicken 2. Slap Yo Daddy barbecue rub. Okay, I'm torn. I've had this stuffing before. I believe I've had this stuffing before. Yeah, but when I went to go taste it, I wonder if my box went bad. Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm gonna hurry and do this one so Derek can get it in the bird. This. That already tastes so much better. All right, it rose a little in the fridge. So I'm just rolling them into balls, putting them on my greased pan, and they're gonna rise. I think what I'm gonna do is just make enough for tonight and then put it back in the fridge, and I'll cook up the rest tomorrow because this makes a lot of rolls and we don't need that many for tonight. And I don't wanna waste my time doing this when I've got other things to do, and I'll just do it tomorrow. Okay, I'm just gathering what I need to make a green bean casserole. All right, it's all hands on deck. Everyone is helping tidy up the house. And I'm finishing up this green bean casserole so I can get it in the oven. If you end up getting the Fresh Gourmet crispy onions, they do have on the back of theirs a green bean casserole recipe. The only thing I would change on here is the pepper. It says 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. You guys, that is way too much. Like the French's and the Campbell's recipes calls for 1/8 of a teaspoon. If you like things super peppery, you can do that, but trust me, I followed this recipe and it was just way too much pepper. So, FYI. I made a really dumb boo-boo of some rubbing alcohol, and I was rubbing the stickers that wouldn't come off of the glasses, and I was doing it over on the dining room table, and I was like, you're gonna spill this, Kimmy. I'm like, nah, I'll be careful. I spilt it. So Derek and I had to hurry and take everything off the table, grab the tablecloth, rinse it off. Like, I didn't spill a little, I spilled a lot. And now the tablecloth is in the wash, so I'm gonna have to reset the table. Jeez Louise. Okay, we're gonna have fun with our charcuterie board. You wanna see what Derek put together for me? It's a cornucopia out of aluminum foil. I saw it online. Some people said to use breadsticks. A lot of people said crescent dough sheets. I went with these. And we're going to spray this and then wrap this in the crescent sheets. Top it with an egg wash and get it in the oven. I don't know what I'm doing, so bear with me, but this will still be fun. So have your oven preheated to 350 degrees. I got 3 of them, so hopefully that'll be enough. Let's go with that and see if that thickness is good. Let's spray this down. And we'll start on our end here. It's like I don't want to stretch it too much, you know? All right, I'm just trying to fill in any holes that I see. The bottom, not so much, but the sides and the top. I want to do a braid on the edge. This is hard to do it though, because it keeps stretching on you. Okay, whew, I think I did it. Okay, let's get our wash on. All right, let's get this in the oven, 350 degrees for about 45-ish, 40 minutes.
The wonders of life got the prettiest side for everyone to enjoy. Standing up close by the Christmas tree, glimmering light, I am right where I wanna be. I will be home for a couple of days, wander around with you. You and me in the cold, thought it'd never be true. Wherever I go, I got you. Oh, I have stopped running, there is no way trying. You better loosen your belts. Drinking hot wine by the fire, don't care of anything else.
Ooh, it is done. It is cooling. The braid did come apart over here, but that's okay. Not bad for the first time, right? Now we have to let this cool completely, and then we could take the foil out. Derek packed this good. If we can't get it out to a certain point, we're just gonna leave it because it'll be packed with like fruit and stuff here. The braid looks good. I'm so excited. Now that the glasses have the stickers off and they're all washed up, I'm now setting back up the table. I have the butter put in their butter dishes and they're just getting to room temperature, and Ma's rolls are ready to go. So now all I have to do is just add the salt and pepper shakers. This is one of my least decorated tablescapes I've ever done for a party. I don't know, I just really wanted to keep it simple this year. All right, things were going good until we were taking the foil out and it broke. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hot glue it. We're gonna keep that foil in there, and then I will put some hot glue on the inside so you can't see it on the outside. And no one's gonna know. They'll never know. The turkey is done, and earlier than expected. The insulated smoker that we have cooks fast. Usually with our Traeger, it takes longer, but this time it is done early. It is 4 o'clock, so no need to worry. We're gonna put foil on it, and then we're gonna put a heavy towel over it, and it will stay piping hot until we're ready. It is gorgeous, and it smells insane. She's beautiful, Clark.
Save the neck for me, Clark.
Okay, I'm just gonna cook up my sweet potatoes in the Instant Pot with about a half a cup of water. They're big, and I'm gonna do these for about, I don't know, I want them really soft. Probably about 25 minutes. While the sweet potatoes are cooking, we're gonna start on our mini sweet potato pies. I have the other pie dough from when I did the pumpkin swirl pie, and what I wanna do is make circles out of these to put in here. So I made enough that I could probably do 12. I'm guessing they're as big as a shot glass. I have this egg holder though. Oh yeah, put these in, press them down. You could stretch them out if you want to bring them high up. Oh, I like that, stretching the edges and not the middle. Oh, I like that a lot better. I'm just gonna put these extra ones in because if I have more batter, then we can make more, which I will. I did put some really big sweet potatoes in that Instant Pot, so I think I'll have enough to do as many as I can. I'm gonna put this on a cookie sheet. Okay, these are gonna go in the fridge to get cold while I work on the sweet potatoes. So in this container, I'm putting 3 tablespoons of cold butter, a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, and a 1/4 cup of flour. And we're gonna beat this until it's crumbly. If you have a food processor, go for it. I just don't wanna take one out. So when all you needed a cup of brown sugar for this recipe, we already used a 1/4 cup for the topping. So now I'm gonna add the 3/4. I'm gonna mix this together. We're gonna fill up the cups, 3/4 full. That's kind of hard when they're already mini. I'm definitely gonna have leftovers. So what I'll do is I will put the rest of the sweet potatoes in a container in the fridge, and I can make more of these up another time. All right. Yes, I have lots of sweet potatoes that I could do more another time. And then top it with your crumble. My oven is set to 325 degrees, and I'm gonna bake until the crusts are golden brown, about 20 to 24 minutes. And then I'm gonna have these cool for 5 to 10 minutes before removing them from the wire rack. But I have a feeling I'll be keeping it in this. Wasn't that all nicely put together and filmed and edited? Yeah, no, this is what really went down. Okay, to your bowl, you're gonna add a 1/4 cup of flour and a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. And you'll need 3 tablespoons of cold unsalted butter. Oh, in the food processor, pulse butter. Oh, set aside for the topping? Oh my gosh, I've truly screwed this up. Seriously, Kimmy? Read the directions. Oh my gosh. Oh. This is what happens when you go way too fast. It's okay if there's flour in here. It's gonna have to do. Well, that is what that is. All right, enough of that nonsense. Let's finally make our charcuterie board. Do I even say it right? I don't think I do. Charcuterie, right? You know how you say it? Cheese board.
Yeah. Cheese board with apples.
I really enjoy making these. I've gone to some classes and I've learned a lot. Pick the platter you want to put it on. Guys, you don't need a big wooden board. You could do this on a plate. You could do this on your cutting board. Last Thanksgiving, we were in the Carolinas, and at my sister's house, I used like a 9x13 pan. But I found this beautiful board. I think it might have been Costco. I've been looking for a round one, and I really like this herringbone look to this one. Then think cheeses. Now this is where it can get spendy, but you can find good deals on cheeses. They say to include like 3 to 5 cheeses, a hard cheese and a soft cheese. So I always have a soft cheese, which is a brie. I love brie. I think every charcuterie board has to have brie. And have it sit out before you're gathering because you really want that nice and soft. We're not big on the rind that comes on the brie cheese, so I always cut the top layer off. But you can find brie in containers that don't have any rind. They're a much softer brie. We're doing Colby Jack cut up in cubes. On our Halloween board, I did little mozzarella ghosts. Those were so cute. If you like goat cheese, that would be great. I love Gouda, smoked Gouda. I put that on my boards before. And then of course you need the meat. So I usually have different variety of meats, but this time I'm doing just straight up salami and pepperoni. I usually have different salamis, either peppered or like a garlic, but I'm keeping it simple tonight. You can use hard meats that the guests cut themselves, like smoked sausage, hard salamis, but some of the popular charcuterie meats include like a pancetta, hard salami, and a prosciutto. You can lay them flat and arrange them in a loose roll. I've learned many ways of folding them, making roses. Now, if you want to do the roses like I did, your meat has to be a little bit warm. It's really hard to do straight out the fridge. Think of structures, so the dishes or bowls you're going to have on it. You could use anything like little candy dishes, ramekins, little bowls or cups that you can use for some loose items like the dips, the nuts, olives. I always put little jams or chutneys down, something with a little kick to it, something with a jalapeno in it, and then one that's not so hot. Then you're gonna need crackers or breads in general. I like to offer a variety of different crackers. Tonight I'm using Ritz crackers, a rice cracker, and the Milton gluten-free crackers from Costco. Next is fruits. They bring a ton of color to your board. And it helps cut some of that salt that's in your meats and all those rich flavors from the cheeses. I always use grapes. I love using strawberries and blueberries. You can also use dry fruits. I've had those on my boards before and they're yummy. I've put chocolates on boards, little candies. But seriously, when you're making these, it's a really good time to do a pantry and fridge raid. I'm sure you've got nuts in your pantry, crackers that you need to use up, pretzels, pita chips. What can you use up to put on that board? There really is no rhyme or reason. Just have fun with it. I am gonna crack some garlic and I'm gonna heat it up in a pan of butter and infuse that butter with garlic. And then we'll put that in with the mashed potatoes. The butter is doing its thing with the garlic. I am going to scrape the top off of my gravy here, the start of the gravy, and get that fat off. And hey! It's fancy. Saw that on the TikToks. I'm gonna move this to another burner and I'm gonna work on my roux. Hi. Hey.
Oh my gosh, what is this gorgeousness?
And it broke a little, but nothing like a hot glue gun to fix your food, but we're not gonna eat it. Down in my pan I have some flour, a few tablespoons of butter, and I'm pouring in 2 cups of chicken broth. Now I'm adding in some salt and pepper and getting that all nice and smooth and getting it thick. And I'm gonna slowly add this to my gravy, and it's gonna help thicken it up. Now you didn't see here, but it needed a little more flavor. A few drizzles of soy sauce. I actually learned that from my friend Beth that's here a few years ago. And some poultry seasoning. Here is Denise's pecan pie dip. That looks really good, Denise.
You want me to dip you a little apple slice here?
Thank you.
Nobody should eat this but Kimmy. So
No one eat Denise's dip, it's bad. It's no good for nobody.
I think it's rancid.
It's so rancid. Oh my gosh, Denise. This is so good. I think I'm gonna have to make this for Thanksgiving and ask Denise for the recipe if she'll give it to me. The other day I shared them your pistachio cake. So they loved it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So yummy. Hi, Becky.
Hi, Yummy.
I'm gonna try it with the vanilla wheat.
Here, try it with this.
Oh, try it with strawberry too. Oh my gosh.
Ooh, ooh, Becky.
Oh, it matches your outfit.
It does. I didn't even try.
Okay guys, I made you all something really special. Kraft's Cranberry Crimson Mold. They said it will be the hit of the party.
Are people drunk?
They had to have been.
70s? This is from when like Miracle Whip was pretty
It's
new.
strawberry jello, and I mixed it with Miracle Whip.
Oh, good. Oh my god.
I don't know if this is a side dish or a spread for sandwiches because they said in the middle to put more Miracle Whip.
Which you just did. I watched you.
When I was mixing it together today, the smell was, let me tell you, out of this world.
Wait, wasn't there a Christmas show that she made a mold and put cat food on the top of it?
Oh, yeah, Christmas vacation.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I would eat that on.
Okay, maybe a
cracker.
turkey sandwich. It has the cranberry.
But why? Okay, and the Miracle Whip is
I
there if
can't.
you want to put Miracle Whip on yours?
Maybe like
Yeah, you got a
on
dinner
your
roll
bread.
and a piece of turkey, and I'll make a little sandwich out of it.
Gotta get a little extra
Okay, don't
Miracle
keep
Whip in
eating
there.
it, 'cause now you're selecting.
You won't eat it. You won't eat it.
Oh, you did Lori Miracle Whip?
Yeah.
Isn't that what you're supposed to do?
That's what it said. That's what it said on the thing.
Oddly, it's not bad. It's actually pretty good. No.
No. Come on, no way. You just dug in
Oh.
So what's in it?
with the Miracle Whip?
Miracle Whip's in this, but that's straight Miracle Whip right there.
No.
What do you think it's used for?
I don't know. Eating?
A sandwich.
I don't even know if I can.
No.
No.
Well, you've had COVID.
I could put it on potatoes.
Boy, they put
No,
milk in
it's true. My flavors have been mixed up.
I could totally eat that morning, noon, and night.
This is mushroom stuffing. Here.
Oh, that was delicious. Thank you, Derek.
Chris likes it.
It's good.
Chris, you may enjoy that.
You can see how much Chris ate.
That was Chris's section.
I'm gonna have a little sandwich.
No,
Look at this,
I've
see
got
that?
cranberry sauce right there. Homemade cranberry sauce. Look at that
You're
cracker. He's going to town.
I am a cracker.
On a graham cracker?
Heck yeah.
Oh my
Oh my.
This guy could survive.
Oh, I'm glad somebody likes
a nuclear blast. I don't know how
Yes, that's what it's for when we're in World War III.
Yeah.
So, but in this part is applesauce, cranberries, and Miracle Whip.
Cranberry sauce, Miracle Whip, and Jello, strawberry
Jell-O.
Jello. It's the Miracle Whip that just...
That could go totally straight. Hook it to my veins.
Oh my gosh, Chris, I'm glad you like it. It's yours.
Save me some.
So we ground the whole thing up into it, and then we pressed it, and then it goes through a sieve.
It was so cool to watch. I went with them. It
Yeah,
was
she
awesome.
can vouch for it because this batch came from
Whoa,
her.
Jay.
So here's the pumpkin swirl pie. It was okay, not my favorite, but not bad at all. And here's Beth's pecan pies. They're so good. We're on the Family Tree app and we're doing like Find My Relative. It connects to whoever has an account here and we're seeing how closely related we all are. And I'm related to Denise's husband. Chris and I are cousins, but Becky and Denise are related to Derek.
Yeah.
It's so cool. Looking good, Mr. Turtles. Oh my gosh, I won't be using that. What I like to have on hand during the holidays is the 2.5 gallon bags. It's the perfect size to put like your turkey bones in. So later you can make broth and soup. And that's what I'm gonna be doing with that guy. In fact, I'm gonna take the bones of that, put it in here and put it in the freezer because I'm gonna combine the bones with Thanksgiving's turkey together to make the turkey broth. Yum. I'm gonna try to keep it in the fridge till Thanksgiving. I'll look at it in 2 days. If I need to pop it in the freezer, I will. But if it can hold on until Thanksgiving, that'll be great. Becky was so sweet. She got me a poinsettia. Isn't that beautiful? Aww, it's beautiful, Becky, thank you. And then Beth got me this. If you're Mormon, you'll get it. Isn't this awesome? She found it on Etsy. Ha! Tonight was so much fun. We laughed a lot, as usual. Funny conversations, great conversations. The food was delicious. Nicole's cream corn, so good. Becky made, well, her daughter made for us her macaroni and cheese. Oh my gosh, you guys, so good. Beth made her Brussels sprouts, which are always mwah. And then she made stuffing. Like, I knew she was making like a wild mushroom stuffing, but she told me a little secret about the stuffing.
So all I did was take
we get our own
a dried mushroom mix and reconstituted it according to the directions, and then took the mushrooms and chopped them up a little finer, sauteed them with butter, and then stovetop.
I had no clue. Like, I would never have guessed. Like, not at all. Dang, girl, you took that box mix and did it good. Well, good to know because this was amazing.
She took stovetop stuffing, knocked it out of the park. It was so good. Denise's strawberry pretzel salad, always yummy. And her pecan dip, oh my gosh. I'm getting the recipe and I'm making it for Thanksgiving. It was so good. My dishwasher, I already like emptied everything out before dinner and we've been adding to it, so it's pretty much full. So I'm gonna start the dishwasher, rinse everything else, and then we will hand wash and load the dishwasher in the morning. I'm going to bed. Next, we are planning Thanksgiving. You ready? Apron's on. Let's go. Happy Thanksgiving, friends. I'm not doing a full film day today. I want to be in the moment. But first, let me show you the setup that we're doing.
We've recently got this card table from Costco, and I didn't think to use it for Friendsgiving. So I noticed that on the counters between the appetizers and with the main foods, it was very crowded. And my buffet table was already housing drinks and some desserts. So I didn't even think to pull out the card table to put the appetizers on for Friendsgiving. So we made a mental note of that night with everybody here. So what I'm gonna do then is put a tablecloth on this table, and it's gonna be our appetizer table. That way the buffet table can house some drinks, plates, forks, and napkins for the appetizers. And then our desserts, the counters will be cleared off after dinner and we can have the desserts go on there. So I'm really excited about having this appetizer table. It's great in this little corner next to the buffet table and tree. It doesn't take up any more room. So we'll be doing this a lot more. The table is all set. I was actually working at the dining room table last night, cutting up apples, chopping up veggies. So this morning when I woke up, I set it really quickly. This time I added little paper plates that I found in my food storage room that were actually Thanksgiving plates. Perfect size for the roll, or if they want to put their Jell-O pretzel salad on it. And I have the bowls out on the table ready for when Josh gets here with the rolls, and the butter plates are out. I just need to grab some butter and put them on there so they get to room temperature. All right, let's work on Thanksgiving Day. And we're planning for 8 people. So for our main dishes, the smoked turkey, I am doing a ham in the slow cooker. For our appetizers, I am doing the charcuterie board again and using the Cornucopia. It did last the week, so we'll be using that. My mother-in-law is doing the shrimp dip. So I'm putting a star to all the things I'm gonna be doing. And then I am making Denise's pecan pie dip. Can't wait for everyone to try that. I'm also doing my cranberry salsa. I am going to do like a little veggie tray with the dill dip. Oh yeah. Love that stuff. So for here, I've got the gravy rolls. I'm not doing the rolls. I got a phone call that Uncle Josh is bringing them. And I have the leftover cranberry sauce. It just got better sitting. I am going to do the raspberry pretzel salad. We're doing mashed potatoes, green bean casserole. My mother-in-law is bringing Besta's red cabbage,
I'm gonna be doing a cream corn and stuffing. The stuffing is going to be in the slow cooker. My mother-in-law is bringing sweet potatoes, and I wanna make Beth's Brussels sprouts. They're so good. She gave me her recipe and I can't wait to make them. And then for desserts, my mother-in-law is bringing pies, but I'm not sure which ones. I'm gonna be doing an apple pie and some pumpkin pie. I know Uncle Josh and our friend Jake are bringing pies, but I'm not sure which ones. And then for drinks, we're doing water with cranberries, lemons, and limes. And Derek picked up some sparkling cider. We gotta have our just like shrimp in general. We always have shrimp out, like a shrimp cocktail. All right, that is the lineup for Thanksgiving.
Well, let's start making things and putting food on the appetizer table. Here is Denise's pecan pie dip. Let me show you how to put it together. To my bowl, I'm adding 8 ounces of softened cream cheese. With that, we're gonna add 4 ounces of whipped topping and 1 cup of powdered sugar. Let's combine all 3 of these together. I'm gonna beat this until it's smooth. And then we're gonna spread this mixture along the bottom of a pie plate. Now I can refrigerate this while I prepare the topping. So in a saucepan, I'm combining 1/2 cup of brown sugar, 3 tablespoons of cold butter, and they're cut into small pieces, 1/3 cup of light corn syrup, 1 large egg, 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 1 cup of chopped pecans. All right, I'm gonna gently bring this to a boil over medium-high heat, and I'm gonna stir this consistently. Once this starts boiling, I'm gonna cook it for a minute, still stirring consistently. When that's done, remove it from the heat and allow it to cool for about 10 minutes. To make this process go faster, I added it into a cold bowl and stirred it often. Once that's cool, pour it over your cream cheese mixture. Now you can serve this immediately or refrigerate until it's ready to serve. I'm serving mine with graham crackers and apples. And last night I chopped up apples and I stored them in this container with some pineapple juice. That way they don't go brown on you. So during your party, if you need to refill, just grab them with a slotted spoon, put them in your serving bowl or on your serving platter, and you're good to go. You guys, this is delicious. I can't express to you how amazing this is. Everybody loved it. So I'm definitely gonna be making this again for Christmas. Oh, and check out her beautiful platter she served it on. Isn't that cute? I think she got it from Home Goods last year.
Last night I stayed up and peeled and sliced some carrots, cut some celery. Actually thinking of combining the pickles with the olives.
Yeah.
No, you don't want them touching?
No,
Oh.
olives are nasty.
Well, I'm just saying park them next to each other.
We'll touch.
The flavors don't carry.
Olive gross.
Could
What else do
something-
you want to put in there?
Well, I thought I could put the dip with it.
Pickles are gonna go.
I don't mind refilling. I'm just thinking, like, what if we put the dip? Oh, yeah, the dip
Probably
on
get
this
rid
one.
of half the olives. No one's gonna touch the
Okay,
olives.
if no one touches, I'll refill. If no one touches the olives, then fine.
That one's just swallowing, I'll just take it.
I made that yummy dill dip. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's so good. All right, this is going on the appetizer table.
I made the cranberry salsa. Recipe is linked down below. I'm gonna put this on the cream cheese. So I pulsed up some cranberries with jalapenos, green onions, and cilantro with some sugar, cumin, fresh lime juice, and of course sugar. My in-laws don't like cilantro, so I did take some out without the cilantro. So we have a little one here for them as well. It does get runny, that's the bummer part. I did end up grabbing some paper towels and soaking up as much as the juice as I could. So we have our charcuterie board. The cornucopia bread survived the next few days, so we got to use it again. All the same things on the board as we had at Friendsgiving. I just love how it looks. Look how pretty, I have to say. For our first try, I am pretty proud about it. Now Mr. Toodles and I need to come up with something really fun for Christmas. So on the appetizer table, we also have shrimp with cocktail sauce. That was a good deal at Smith's. We bought 2 for the day. It may seem like a lot, but seriously, everybody loves the shrimp. We did buy a 3rd one and it's in the freezer for Christmas. And here's our veggie tray with the dill dip. The dill dip is sour cream, mayonnaise, and this really yummy dill seasoning that we like. I'll leave it down below for you. My mother-in-law brought the shrimp dip with crackers and chips, and of course, the pecan pie dip. The guys are hungry, they're loving the appetizers, and we are about 45 minutes away from dinner. So now I'm gonna work on Beth's Brussels sprouts. My friend Beth makes the yummiest Brussels sprouts. I've had many versions, but the bacon and onion version is delicious. So I'm working with a pound of bacon, and I'm just chopping these into medium-sized pieces. In a large skillet, I'm gonna cook these up until they're nearly crisp.
Bacon.
While they're doing their thing, I'm gonna be chopping up this yellow onion. My mother-in-law is so cute. She just found this Thanksgiving poem.
May your stuffing be tasty, may your turkey farm. May your potatoes and gravy have nary a lump. May your yams be delicious, your pies take the prize, and may your Thanksgiving dinner stay off your thighs.
Oh, your lips to God's ears.
All right, the bacon is nearly crisp. So with a slotted spoon, I am just grabbing the bacon and putting it on this plate with a paper towel.
Every time Beth makes these Brussels sprouts for Friendsgiving, I can't stop eating them. I was like, can I please have this recipe?
And I'm not getting rid of this fat. Oh, no, no, no. We're gonna need it for the rest of this recipe. So I'm reserving a ton of this, and I'm keeping it in this mug. So there's still a little bit of grease left in the pan. So I'm gonna add in my onion, and I'm just gonna saute this up until it's translucent. Once your onion is done cooking, you could just add those with the bacon on the plate. On my baking sheet, I have my trimmed up Brussels sprouts. These are big Brussels sprouts that I quartered. You can grease the pan up with some of that bacon grease, but I'm gonna be tossing the Brussels sprouts in with the bacon grease so it'll be coated. You can use a spoon, put some gloves on, use your hands. We're gonna roast the Brussels sprouts at 350 degrees for about 25 to 35 minutes. It's basically to your desired doneness. Now during the last 10 to 15 minutes, stir in your cooked bacon and onion.
Can you get me the container of chicken bouillon? It's on the door of the pantry. It says soup.
And you're gonna add 1 to 2 teaspoons of chicken bouillon to taste. I have the chicken bouillon powder, so it makes it super easy. Pop them back in the oven for those last minutes, and then you're done. Enjoy. They are delicious. Oh my goodness. And my father-in-law, who doesn't really care for Brussels sprouts, tried them and actually enjoyed them. So while cooking the Brussels sprouts, there was a little mishap near the pantry. So when I asked Mr. Toodles if he could go grab me the chicken bouillon in the pantry, he ended up grabbing the container by the lid, and it fell.
Womp womp.
There was quite a bit spilt on the floor.
Grab the vacuum and hose it up.
Nothing a vacuum couldn't handle. The table is ready with sparkling cider. Josh brought Costco rolls. Oh my gosh, they're so good. And we are ready to enjoy our Thanksgiving dinner. So we have the yummy turkey, ham from the slow cooker, mashed potatoes, the slow cooker stuffing, the homemade gravy, the cranberry sauce, the Brussels sprouts. I made some cream corn. My mother-in-law brought Besta's red cabbage and her sweet potatoes. I popped the green bean casserole back in the oven and topped it with more onions. And the night before, I made the raspberry jello pretzel salad and some deviled eggs. That I forgot to put in the planner. Okay, I gotta tell you another boo-boo that has happened already for this Thanksgiving. So yesterday, I started on my make-ahead gravy for today. Followed the same instructions as you saw me do for Friendsgiving. And the part where you put the chicken stock in the baking dish to scrape up and get all the good bits. Well, I ran upstairs to do something really quick, and when I came down, Mr. Toodles was doing the dishes, and he had washed the pan. What the? Did I flip? Seriously? Yeah. He had no idea that I needed it. I looked at him, I'm like, I'm sorry. You didn't know, forgive me. So then I had to come up with another solution. I had some of the turkey gravy left over from Friendsgiving and some of the base of the gravy from Friendsgiving, but not enough. And I really stink at making gravy. So Derek ran to the store for me and he got the Better Than Bouillon turkey base, gravy base, and we're gonna try this today and see how it works. I followed the directions and it's very salty. I would not suggest using as much as they said. I added in the gravy base from Friendsgiving. I added some poultry seasoning, black pepper, and it was really thick, and I added some chicken stock to it, and that did the trick. It still seems salty to me, but once we got it on the mashed potatoes and gravy, it was perfect. It was definitely saltier on its own than versus on something. Yeah, when it comes to turkey gravy, I have a hard time, but it all worked out. Dinner was so good. Everything was so yummy. After we sat for a while, digested a bit, it was time to take the pies out. Uncle Josh and Jake brought Costco pumpkin pies. Yum. My mother-in-law made a gluten-free cream cheese pumpkin pie, and she made a peach pie. My father-in-law and I love trying different minced meat pies, so he brought one. I made an apple pie last night, and then from Marie Callender's, chocolate silk pie and a banana cream pie. And I made 2 pumpkin pies that we wrapped up and we're gonna save for tomorrow. For tomorrow, we invited the whole family over so we can finish off those leftovers, play some games, and of course, eat more pie. We're gonna end the night with playing some games and then roll ourselves into bed.
Friends, we hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and I hope you're all excited to start the holidays. But if you need inspiration for your leftovers or upcoming other holiday meals that you're doing, check out these videos here. I'll meet you over there. Thank you so much for joining us this year. We'll see you later. Bye.
Toodles!
Toodles.